Okay, so today we will be talking about the good side of working in a primary care setting or an outpatient clinic here in America. And also later I will be talking about the downside or the disadvantages of working as a clinic nurse, okay? Okay, so ano ba yung gusto yung pag-usapan natin? Positive or negative muna? Lahat naman may positive at negative, 'di ba? Whew, parang iniisip ko pa lang yung negative napapagod na ako eh. Okay, gisingin na lang ako pag positive na. So, one good side of working in a clinic or outpatient is the hours. So, parang 8 to 5 lang. So, hindi kayong walang change of shift. So there's 8 to 5, Monday to Friday. That's it, office hours. So if you're the kind of person who wants to sleep in, who wants to have a regular sleep pattern, so you can have 8 to 5 shift every day in the clinic. Of course, that 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. includes the lunch break, so 1 hour lunch break. It depends on the clinic. So they have 30 minutes lunch break, sometimes 1 hour lunch break. So I work in a federally funded clinic and we have 1 hour break, 12 to 1. And we also have one late night. So when we say late night, so your hours is up to 7 o'clock in the evening. Your lunch break is around 1 to 2. So that only happens once a week. So it's like, alam mo yun, your rotation. So every week, parang may assign ka na araw to, to have that late night until 7 o'clock. And you also have one Saturday per month. And that Saturday is an overtime. It depends also sa company where you work. Sometimes they pay you double pay if you work on a Saturday or on a holiday. In my clinic where I work, we have an exception hours. Second is work-life balance. Since you have 8 to 5, Monday to Friday, of course after 5 o'clock, you have a life. You just don't bring your work at home. Well, unless you want to work overtime and call some patients for their lab results after 5 o'clock, it's up to you. So, and also, it depends on the coworker you are with. So there's a work and a life balance, especially on the weekends. You get to enjoy your life and you go home after 5 o'clock. You get to enjoy your family. You don't bring your work at home. You just forget your you forget your day. Kalimutan niyo yung 8 to 5. Malalam nyo lang yung 8 to 5, syempre, pag may sweldo na, di ba? Yeah. Okay, so another thing about work-life balance is that um, when I say life, when you have a very nice coworker or a team, it's really bringing life out of work time. So it's really important that you establish a bond with your team at work, in the clinic, or in the hospital. It really gives you an encouragement to keep going to work. Another positive thing about working in the clinic is the average pay. So it's not, of course, it depends on your experience. So I have a good amount of experience in the Philippines. So here in the clinic, they considered my experience in the Philippines. So I receive good pay, above average pay. So it's not like, so I would say maybe the usual minimum pay is like around $30 an hour, $31 an hour if you're a fresh graduate, 32. So it depends on the state too. So the salary scale depends on the state, depends on the clinic, and depends on your experience. Of course, hindi lang naman salary yung titingnan mo sa work, 'di ba? So kung ano yung hilig mong gawin as a nurse, so may mga choices naman tayo. So some nurses want to work as an ER nurse forever. Some nurses, they want to work as a operating room nurse. So kung ano yung hilig nyo at kung ano yung mas marami kayong experience. And then depende also kung if you want to also grow in that specific area of nursing. Depende din talaga. So yeah. Another thing is, syempre, I learn a lot here in the clinic. I have time to learn as well. Especially, we have what we call maybe downtime season. So there is a season here na there's not a lot of patients in a day. So we learn a lot in the sense of we can focus more on the visits that we have, and also there's also a time, there's a CNA hours, so we call it continuing nursing education hours, na pwede namin gamitin, so we are paid on that day but we don't have to go to work. So the continuing education hours depends on the company, kung ilan yung ibibigay nila na hours. So you can use that to do your, basic life support. You can use it to do your ano ba? Yung mga training nyo, kung anong specialty ang gusto nyong gawin. So, yeah. So, parang ganun. Ano pa ba? Nag-file lang ako recently ng continuing nursing education to renew my BLS under American Heart Association. So, one thing you need to remember, sometimes companies they acknowledge American Heart Association more than the Red Cross also. So, depende din yun. So, meron akong Red Cross, meron din akong AHA. So, parang, I just want to keep my AHA. So, just in case in the future, if I want to pursue other fields of nursing, at least meron akong AHA or American Heart Association na BLS or pediatric advanced life support or advanced cardiac life support.